Well, a major announcement today by NASA that a new form of life has been discovered right here on Earth, in California, in fact, where all good and perhaps all strange things come from.
Is there a microbe on Earth that could substitute arsenic for phosphorus in its basic biomolecular constituents? And so what did we find? We found that not only did this microbe cope or deal with the toxicity, we might say, with arsenic, but it grew and it thrived.
Well, this announcement came down just a couple hours ago, but for days the media has been anticipating it and discussing it.
It was finally a breakthrough, and it was a fascinating announcement that, you know, we have to rewrite the whole rules on DNA, and there's new forms of life. Scientists pride themselves on saying, here's a set of 6 elements. You have these 6 elements, and that is life. Well, it turns out, surprise, surprise, they're wrong. And it's looking like, well, hey, there may be other elements that comprise life. Well, that opens the door. That opens the door to say that on other planets, on this planet, there may be life forms that we're just dimly aware of or unaware of. And really, when you think about it, the role of NASA, I mean, this is cutting edge. Any textbook would have said this was not alive. The DNA of this bacteria is wired completely different. And there's 6 elements that comprise life. Carbon is the main ingredient. Phosphorus was one of them. This bacteria does not have phosphorus. It has arsenic instead. And it really changes. There's something called the Drake number, the Drake factor. And it's the chance of finding life in the universe. Well, that chance has just gone up extremely exponentially. And I think it raises the chance of success that we will find life in the universe in the near term.
With this amazing discovery you've announced today, how much does it change what we've all been told, what we've all been taught about how we got here?
But I think it suggests that things could be a little different, or even very different, than we know. And there may have been other options to how we got here.
Okay. Well, then if there may be other options to how we got here, and we need to rethink and maybe keep studying just about everything, what about up there?
I think that I certainly would say that it's even more likely that we'll find life elsewhere.
Does every science teacher in America, whether they're teaching 1st and 2nd graders, 5th or 6th graders, in high school, in college, in postgraduate work or graduate work, do they have to walk into class tomorrow and say, never mind?
Not never mind, but there's something else.
What is that on screen? No astronomer has seen this before. Scientists say they're clueless about what it might be. Back on the screen, what is it?
We don't know. We are stumped. Scientists around the world are saying, what the heck is this object? It doesn't fit any of the profiles of the usual suspects. That's the problem.
The usual suspects are comet, meteor,
stars, galaxies, planets.
How about some sort of alien dealio? You buying into that?
Well, you know, the object is about the size of the Rose Bowl Stadium. So it's too small to be a planet or a star or a galaxy. And it's not a comet. There's no gas in the tail of that comet. It's not a meteor because it's not inside the Earth's atmosphere. So what is it? We're scratching our head. The only thing we can think of at the present time is a once-in-a-lifetime event, the collision of 2 asteroids in space. We've never seen that before. That's right. A month ago, we spot this little speck doing all sorts of shenanigans that it shouldn't be doing. The Hubble Space Telescope zooms in on it, and our jaws hit the floor. At that point, we're saying...
Now, it's called the P/2010 A2, and you say that's short for...
We are clueless.
But on the chance that there are aliens out there, which I totally believe there are, I'm going to be with the scientists on this one and say, let's get prepared.
Greetings, citizens of Earth. My people have developed technologies which allow us to throw off our physical forms and travel great distances in the blink of an eye. We are in dialogue with your leaders to help the human race survive its infancy, for we believe in you. We are helping your scientists find cures for diseases which afflict your bodies, and helping you to preserve your planet's most precious resources. Many among us wage peace, and one day, with our help, war may be a thing of the past. Our army is 1 billion strong and growing.
We will bring you a cure for many known diseases. We will provide technology that will change the way you live. We will bring peace to every nation on your planet. We are the visitors. We are of peace, always.
Excite. Even angels will fall.
And is that the coming great deception that ancient manuscripts warn us of? Here's a prophecy from 2,000 years ago, that what is coming on the earth will be so bizarre that even the elect would be deceived if that were possible.
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
And we are going to come up against the limits of our own mortality in a way we never could before. And a lot of the things that happen, good and bad, will be stranger than anything ever written in science fiction. I believe that now that we know there are not hundreds, not millions, but billions of other solar systems out there, thanks to the Hubble telescope and what we know about black holes in the universe and all of that, the dimensions of physics are such that I would be quite surprised if in the lifetime of people that are no older than 30 here, we don't discover some form of life in another universe. So I think there are lots of interesting discoveries, biological, on Earth, and other discoveries in the heavens that those of you who are younger will get to see unfold. You'll have all kind of problems with them, but on balance it'll be a plus. And it'll make life much more interesting.
Could you believe there are videos now of probably angels in the sky?
These events are becoming more and more frequent. People are noticing them more and more.
Okay, this is more close up. What the heck is that?
I know. We came from Roswell.
The generation now alive is privileged to see the birth pangs of the birth of a new civilization.